Hello, everybody.
Hey. Yeah. Right there.
Not yet.
Huh? My phone's been plugged up.
You got the charger?
In there?
Share it out real quick.
Can I start?
No, not yet. Wait till we got some people in.
What's shut?
Well, hey, Mr. Peanut Butter. Nice to see you, darling.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Every time.
Hey, Arlena. I am right now sharing out the stream real quick so that way our group can come and join us because I don't know if they know I'm here. Only time I can stream is when he comes home, so we use his Wi-Fi. That's the only time I can stream. So I have to wait patiently until he comes home.
Next week.
Huh?
This week.
We are going to be playing what we call with a jelly plate. This is made of jelly and other things, but we're going to show you, since if you haven't seen this type of playtime, we're going to show you what this is. So if you'll give me just a minute, Peanut Butter, we have a group on Facebook. It's called Creative Jewels by Emily. You'll see a Tennessee board that's been hand painted. So if you want to check our group out, go send a friend request and get in there, and you'll meet all kinds of people.
Yeah. I'm rolling. Keep my rolling on.
Rolling. Jaded.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it jaded.
Keeping it cheap. So they got that genie though. Not really on
I just shared it to the group. So if you guys know anybody that would like to join in on some playtime with us, come on in.
All right.
What you're going to need for this is you're going to need paint, regular paper, whatever type of paper that you want to play with, want to print on, a brayer. We also have an assortment of texture tools and all that goodness. Keep them in here. You can use stencils. You can use other paper, wood cutouts, chipboard cutouts, anything that you want to.
Paint.
Well, I said paint. You can use any type of any stencils or anything that you want, as long as you don't use anything that has a sharp edge. And number one rule: no sharp edges. Anything that can cut. And
about glitter.
Don't use paint that has glitter in it because it will cut your jelly plate, because this is made of a very flimsy material, sort of like jelly. That's the reason why they call it a jelly plate. So you do not want to use anything that has a sharp edge, or any type of paint that has any type of glitter in it, such as, I don't know if I have any in my box.
It is Cooper. It's right here.
Well, I don't have anything right at hand, I don't think. Any type of paint right this second that has glitter in it right away. Hi, Sandra. I don't have anything that has glitter in it right on hand, but anything that has the chunks of glitter or anything that has glitter in it, do not use it. Now, metallic paints such as folk art like this, metallic paints are fine because it is so the stuff in it is so fine it really doesn't mess with your jelly plate. So metallics are a-okay and not good for the jelly plate. All right, now the jelly plate is a very universal type of way to. Meant to say Emily and James Lee. Oh, hey, Kim.
Hey.
We're going to be playing with our jelly plates today, Miss Kim. You'll get to see us play with it. And James Lee, everybody loves his artwork when he plays with the jelly plate. So you'll get to see him. You'll get to see him create some really pretty prints with this. Now, as I said, a jelly plate is a very universal thing to play with. You can do all kinds of things. You can do magazine image transfers, and if you'll look in my my videos, you can see how I do that. It's very intriguing on how to do that. It takes a little bit of practice. Hey, Joy.
Happy Joy.
All right, guys, you all ready to have some playtime and for us to play with some happy images here? All right, have at it. Now, like I said, you're going to need just an assortment of different types of paper. I have typing paper here. That's just your basic, regular, plain Jane typing paper. Also, I have in a drawer down here, we're going to play with some very textured envelopes that you can use to send out to people. It's got quite a bit of texture on it. I don't know if the camera is picking up on that, but it is very nice. Very narcissist. It's narcissist, babe. It's narcissist. But you can use any type of paper that you want to. I'm going to play with a few of these because I'm going to be sending out some happy mail very soon, and I want to use these. I want to be able to start sending some things out once I get myself stable and the cash flow is good. Okay, and to go with this is some very nice paper to go with the envelopes. It is like a textured on one end. It's like very nice writing paper, something you would find in a very nice high-up hotel. Emily, have you ever used alcohol inks? Yes, I have alcohol inks, but I don't want to use it on my jelly plate because it does happen to stain. As you can see, it is kind of got some crud on it. So we are going to play with some paints here. Oh, I was about to grab the gold. I was going to do a very
I do all kinds of crazy
steampunky type of background, but I'm going to start with some black. Now you can use any type of paint naturally, but I would steer clear away from the temper paints as they do happen to stain very harshly and they're very hard to clean up off of the jelly plate. Oh, it's raining where you are? I'm so sorry. It's been really nice out here in Georgia. Now, one thing that you want to know, black is a very dominant color. So if you use black, use it very sparingly because it will take over your project in a heartbeat. So what I'm doing is I am playing with some metallics, and we are going to make some very steampunkish type of pictures. And y'all just might see these y'all just might see these papers in a future project. You see how that black is taking over a lot of that, but I kind of sort of want that.
Because you could put it underneath something else.
Yep. Okay, let's put this on a piece of this paper and we'll show you what this looks like. Oh, he knocked the page.
I didn't knock the page all the way over here.
And just use your fingertips to lightly rub the paper.
That's not crazy.
No, you didn't show it. You have to show it under the camera.
No, very good.
I like it. It looks like a pond, like mountains and a pond scene. Here. This is his first print from a jelly plate. Look at that. Don't that look beautiful? It looks like a mountain scene with some autumn trees and a pond. Don't it?
No.
He says no. I say yes. Yeah. See, Lynn says she likes that, babe. See, everybody loves your artwork. All right, now let's see what this looks like. See, they're loving it. It does, James, Lynn said. Now, let's see what this looks like. Very neat. Hey, Ashley, I haven't seen you in a hot minute, a very, very hot minute. I was just thinking about you today. Really, really strange. Every time that I think about somebody, they come in. That is really weird. How's the youngin', Ashley? Haven't seen any recent streams from you. All right, now I am going to add just a touch of yellow to this to bring out the gold and the green. And I'm not going to put much. I don't want it to be overrun.
Longer you keep the paper on it, the more paint sticks to the paper.
That's right.
And didn't want to tell them about it.
And so what that does, it brings like a greenish hue to that. Okay, now I'm going to put this on the envelope. Sorry, Coop's wanting to play, so you might hear a bottle. He loves bottles for some reason.
Red line bottle.
Red line bottles, and it's just big enough for his little mouth to get into, bite into. Oh, you've been sick? Oh, I'm so sorry, Ash. I hope you get to feeling better. How's your new job going? See that? With just enough white left in there to look pretty. Hey, 2.5 acres. Nice to see you, darling. We are playing with some jelly plates. So if you are artists, this is a really fun way to create backgrounds very quick and easy. I may have to end up having an operation soon. Why? Hey, Shirley. Or Cheryl. Cheryl. Waiting on an ultrasound. Yeah, I have to go to a OBGYN because they need to do some further testing on me. So that's another thing I gotta stress about. And now, if you are not satisfied with the colors that came out, what you can do, if you've got white spots, you can just turn your page back over and go back over that spot and fill in that spot.
Oh, those will look crazy. I did this a lot.
Now, I'm going to put a little bit more paint on here. That way we can finish the back side. Now, I'm going to try and avoid the sticky spots here where you can lick and stick. I'm going to add a little bit of this lighter yellow. I got boogies on the top. It's dried, and I don't want that on there. And we're going to add just a touch of black. Am I running? Do I got to get some more black paint? Am I running out?
I don't know.
And just another touch of gold. All right. Farmall. Yes, just posted a video. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm not going around any. I've got a lot of health issues and pain issues. Oh, that's okay. I understand completely about health issues. I've been dealing with some myself. Just not letting it get me down. Not letting it get me down yet, as I say. I'll probably be down next month or so, but right now, I'm good. All right, I'm going to stick that on the edge where that piece is. So there we go. We have the back. Oh, thank you, 2.5 acres. Thank you. Please, if you are a supporter, please come in and join us. We love supporting everybody. So if you see something that you like and you really, really enjoy the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We really enjoy that. Plus, it gives you a chance to meet all kinds of new artists and for you to learn all kinds of new things. Thank you, Ash. So we're going to clean this up and get that excess paint up, and we're going to make a print. Now, I'm doing what they call a ghost print. And what I call ghost print is whenever you have excess paint after you have done a print, and you've got excess paint on your jelly plate, take you a piece of paper and lay it down. This picks up most of your last bits of paint, and it pretty much clean up your jelly plate without having to really, really clean up. And look at that ghost print of that envelope. Isn't that pretty cool? Oh, it smells like paint in here, I can tell you that. Oh, boy. So that's something very, very similar, sort of like a magazine page. I got to set these somewhere where the pages won't stick to it. Now, I'm not even going to bother cleaning that paint up. I will clean up my brayer because that has a lot of excess paint. Now, I normally keep a slip of paper next to me, the way I can roll that excess paint onto it, because sometimes those paint cleanup pages are some of the best backgrounds, because you can use a die cutter or a pair of scissors and cut you some shapes out of that, and sometimes that makes the best backgrounds and die cuts. David is so tall now, you would be shocked. Oh my gosh, my kids are tall too. My kids are so tall. They're as tall as I am, and I'm 5'6½". My family is a very, very tall family. A very tall family. All right, now we are going to go into some blues. I love my blues. One of my favorite colors to use in artwork is blue.
So when the blue gets a name?
Huh?
When what blue has name? The color blue.
Blue, the color blue was actually an accident.
It's the last color to be named.
Yeah, it was the very last color to be named. So, food for thought, guys. The color blue was actually a very big accident.
Oh, baby. You get some lines in mine.
Uh-huh. Sometimes it's from the brayer. You press too hard on the brayer, there's going to be colors that come up. All right, we're going to use another slip of that paper.
Cooper is not loving this.
No, because he's used to having your attention. But we got to get a live stream in sometime, because I don't want the viewers to draw. I don't want to be able to teach and see everybody. Very pretty.
Oh no, I'm crying.
Almost looks like a bird in that. Do y'all see that? I can see it in the camera. This looks like what is it? The bluebird in the, oh God. A ducky. Hey, Janie! Looks like a ducky.
Weird duck.
A word duck. Yep. That is pretty cool, though. I really like that.
His eyes a little farther from his beak than it should be.
Yeah, well, it looks like a beak. We might have to draw him out and give him a name. I don't know. All right. We just might. All right. Where's me another envelope from this?
Right there.
No, that's paper. I got the envelope right here. All right. Let's do another envelope. Pull them pretty colors off. James Lee is he loves texture, so he uses a lot of the texture tools. Don't you dare do that here. He likes using the texture tools that I have set out for him. He's experimenting with them. Look how pretty that turns out. It even got the duck, or whatever we call it. It even got the bird on the very front. Look at that. How pretty is that? How pretty. What I'm going to do, since I have paint left on my brayer, I'm going to just take it over top of that and spread it back out, and we're going to do the back side.
Totally missed. Side there.
Don't worry if you get paint on your hands. This is not for the faint-hearted and keeping your hands clean. And we've got a real faint color in the back. Look at that. How pretty is that?
Everybody's getting so jealous. Koopa!
So we've got 2 envelopes and 2 pieces of paper. So this might get sent out in Happy Mail. So look how pretty that is.
I haven't made a one yet.
So if you guys don't have a jelly plate, it'd be a sound investment, because you can sit there and get lost in your paint and brushes and paper for hours on end, and sit there and probably go through a whole pad of paper.
Oh no, this I ain't doing right.
Let's clean it up.
No, I'm talking about the paint.
What do you mean?
Some places are sticking to paper, some places it's not.
Oh, don't do that. Oh my goodness, no, it's one of my favorite pencils too. Don't do that. Now I'm going to clean this up. Don't leave this open, because these are dry. I had to put water in them. If you guys are talking, I can't see it. I think chat's froze. Y'all are just paying attention to what we're doing. Let's roll. Do a roll. Oh, they're still there. They're just watching.
I don't know what mine looks like.
Oh gosh, you got some mud going on there, babe. Now, a term for when paints mix and they just turn like a brown color and just they don't look very good at all. The term for that is called mud.
Well, what's the color? Brown, and it's supposed to be that color. But it.
Oh, you did that on purpose. Not funny.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Let's find some more pretty colors. Let's do some hurdy-hurdies. Oh, there's the paint that I was talking about. Extreme glitter. This is a no-no paint. Do not use anything that has glitter on your jelly plate. That is a big no-no. No glitter. Okay, now we have got some real pretty blue and green hues, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a very, very light teal and blue type of picture here. Is that James Lee's jelly plate finally using? Yeah, he's used it a few times. Y'all just ain't seen him use it yet. This is the first time I think you all seen him use it.
No, what?
Yeah.
Calm down.
That's Miss Janie.
This is not the first time.
I know. I'm telling them this is not the first time being used. It's just y'all hadn't seen them yet.
So let me go look online.
I'm going to put just a drop of white to accentuate
Not.
these colors.
Where's the spray bottle?
Spray bottle. What are you talking about?
The water.
Oh, water. Oh, I don't have much water in it, but there you go. You want to put a stencil over top of that. I'm going to use a Timmy stencil. Everybody loves Mr. Timmy.
Timmy.
You're gonna.
Cooper, stop. Feel like crap.
I don't know. I'm gonna wait till you bring it up. Yeah, now let's see what this looks like. You can use that as a really pretty background. But what we're going to do is we're going to pull those stencils up, and we're going to pull the pattern that's underneath the stencil. So you'll have a double print front this. We're going to use the same type of paper to show you the image that you get after. Talking where
The what?
Where the transparency was left on it, where it was wet.
It's not cool. Tell y'all, it's not cool. My thing's warped.
Lynn likes it. She liked it.
I didn't show it.
She's seen it. They can see it on camera. And so we are going to now pull this up and see what we get. So now we have the reverse from that. Looks like mermaid scales or snake scales. What in the world?
Cooper's upset.
She said she saw it as you picked it up.
Oh, it was funny.
All right, I'm going to use a big sheet to pull the rest of this up. And I'm going to place the stencils back onto the page here. Maybe we can pull some of that excess paint up off of that. And then I'll cut out the edge, but be a good page to play with. So we have two sides.
He's messing around.
Are you just messing?
I don't know.
So we have another sheet. You can even use alcohol sprays to spray a background into that, and then you have that on the back side. So you'll have a double side. Yours are like you're painting a portrait, James Lynn said. He's very precise. Like I said, he loves to jelly plate. He likes to paint the picture, basically, and then pull it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of a darker color on this. Let's use. I got 2 antique coppers.
Well, there you go.
Awesome. I guess I was prepping for my steampunk stuff. Let's see what would be a good color. Actually, no. I'll just use this off-white. This vanilla ice cream. What we'll do is we'll lightly paint that. Paint that on.
I didn't even roll it.
That's going to glob up in the corner.
I don't care. That's why I got 2 pieces of paper. So fly it over. Look. Bam. Pushing to the side.
Racing paint. Alright. I'm just going to lightly.
Oh, it didn't even work. You got to spray it.
Lightly put this on. So, in retrospect, I'm hoping that using a light background against that little pretty blue, we will get a really pretty print from using these. Oh, that's pretty.
Quiet now. Look like turkey. I was just trying something new.
Oh, I love that. This turned out really pretty.
So they did.
And so we're getting several prints off of this. This looks really awesome. Looks like a mermaid bill, mermaid scales, or unicorn land stuff.
Cooper, I'll give you a second. Unicorn.
Unicorn. Lazy one like that.
Does she like the unicorn well?
She is the unicorn mama.
Does she like the unicorn well? The unicorn well. Does she like the unicorn well?
Oh, here's my pretty cobalt blue.
You ever heard about the unicorn well?
What is that?
It's a well that has a tooth that goes backwards. It's the top of his skull, where it makes him look like unicorns. Yeah.
Gimme. We got to use that. Okay. Let's do a metallic pearl white.
You've done.
I've done many prints.
I've done more than you.
Probably have, but I've done smaller pieces. Same price. I'm having fun.
Oh, I get it now. Baby.
Huh?
You do anything to this
No.
roller?
No.
Sure.
It just hasn't been cleaned. No, I haven't done it. It's just more paint stuck to it.
No.
Do you want to switch?
It is painted.
Yes, I told you it just needed to be cleaned.
The whole thing needs to be cleaned.
Now we are going to add some purples.
Yeah. Have you ever took all the paint off of it?
Yeah, I cleaned it like that. how you're supposed to clean it. I need a power scissors so I can cut this.
Jay, now.
I'm going to use some bubble paper. It's almost like that balloon painting. I'll show you up close what this looks like. It actually looks really darn cool. Hey, Lori. Yeah, I had to wait till he came home to have some fun because I wanted to surprise him because he loves jelly plating. I wanted to surprise him with some fun today.
She wanted to use my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I wanted to use his Wi-Fi. I'm not gonna lie. So this is the result. Very summery. I have plans for a lot of these ones that look like flowers because I am going to be doing a flower journal very soon. I'm just getting all my, my artwork and things ready for it. Oh. And so, I'm going to like that one. That one's got a heavy thing on it, so I better sit there. What I'm going to do is I want to use some of this paper. Get a real pretty solid print from that.
Sorry. Bam.
Clean the whistle.
I cleaned it. It's happened.
Look at that. That's just from the excess. Let's see if I can get some more texture on this and use the paint that's on the bubble wrap.
Use this.
No. Oh, you want me to use that? Well, no, I will let it work. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. But what I can do is kind of let that dry a bit and put a coating on it and then pull it. No, we need to use a lighter color. That will pull the purple out. Let's see, let that kind of dry a minute. Need to clean that. Use a So if you are new to the channel, thank you and welcome. If you enjoy what you're doing or what I'm doing, please hit that bell and hit that subscribe button. That way you guys get notified of further streams and videos that I upload. And if you are not familiar with Facebook and our group, it's called Creative Builds by Emily. Also have a business site by the same name. It's different caps for the names of the group and the business. So there's only one of me, and you'll be able to find it. So, let's see. Let's use that vanilla ice cream paint again, because that actually seemed to work real well for that, and to be able to pull those colors. I mean, this is not hard to learn. If you want to have a lot of fun while doing this, grab one of your friends, your spouse, or your significant other, and get them in there and playing with you, and you'll come up with all kinds of artwork. Hey, Mama. Oh, you're extremely busy. Looks like puppy prints. Yeah. All right, now let's pull. I think he's taking a break. Playing with Cooper for a minute, giving him a treat. Lori, is that you? Lala? Did you change your name? Oh, you're not Lala? Oh. Oh. We have another Lori, and we call her Lala. Are you new, Lori? I do believe I've seen you before. I think I was in one of the creator streams. I think I've seen you. There you go. Look how pretty that is. It's very light, very spring. This would be really pretty on like a journal cover. Oh, that's what I thought. I have lost so many subscribers. Or oops, YouTube does not like the word subscribers. Supporters. They are dropping out like flies. I have lost probably over. I was almost at 900, and then I dropped so far down. I'm like, really? I'm on my way to 1,000, and I was really hoping to get some support from those streams, and it seems like they'll subscribe to you for a day or a couple hours, and then they'll go bye-bye, because I check to see if they still are, and a lot of them duped that on me. Let's see. What else we got? Let's try some pink. Some pink, Princess Pink. Let's try. Lord have mercy, guys. My kitchen smells good. This house smells like a pot of beans and some ham in it. Here in an hour or so, I'm going to chop up an onion and put it in there. Oh, my goodness gracious, guys. You got ham already been cooked, like a honey baked ham? Oh, heavens to Betsy. You talking about good? Am I making you guys hungry if you haven't eaten already? We're going to make some homemade cornbread to go with it. My house smells like banana bread just came out of the oven. Oh, Mama, you shouldn't have done that. I love banana bread. I'd love to make a batch of banana bread cookies. I made some one time, and I flipped out because it was so good. Yeah, a lot of these prints the prints that I'm doing, a lot of these prints are going to be going into my flower journal I'm going to be making. So if you guys have anything to do with flowers, send them my way, because I am doing I haven't put it together yet. Like I said, I'm getting my images and stuff ready for it. So if you guys have anything flower related, send it my way. I'll use it. Yeah, good. Send over some banana bread, Kara said. But as you guys know, I am going to be doing an auction on May 3rd at 5 o'clock. Trying to get my supporters up to 1,000. That way I can stream on mobile and I don't have to wait until he gets home to stream and give you guys content. Because sometimes I lose my mojo by the time he gets home. This is a mix of like a teal, pink, and a metallic purple. Very pretty. Ooh, come on. And I may even do some jelly plate prints and put it in a pack for you guys. That way you guys can have some beauties. I've got paint on my face. I do. Look at that. I wanted to wear it. It's my war paint. Look at that. How many of you all get paint on you working with paint? I know I do every time. Every time. Kara, I know I haven't been able to come into your live streams, but I try and support everybody. I try. I've got so many to watch now. It's hard to get everybody. But I try. Even if it's just to watch 4 or 5 minutes. I try and support you. I give you a thumbs up, and if I remember, I'll leave a comment. If I can't remember, I'll leave you a thumbs up. I give you the support. So I try and support everybody. Well, I'm so glad you made it to my Kara. It's a blessing. I'm going to be doing a recording probably tomorrow and uploading, because there is another message that the Lord has given me to give to you guys, and I've just got to get my wording right. And
That's pretty.
yeah, it is. You should see the first one. First one's right there. And so I've got to get my wording right. So if you are a current subscriber or supporter of my channel, please keep checking back for the video. Let's just say it's about, the video is going to be about not taking things for granted. So that's a little hint on what the message is going to be about. Okay, we are using a little bit of real red. We're going to try and make some.
Why don't you use this one?
Because that's flag red. This is real red. I'm going to try and make some real pretty roses.
You got it on your face.
I know. I told him it was my war paint because I bent down and I noticed it. I was like, what is that? And then I was like, Oh, I need to put another spot there.
White kind of blend in.
Yeah, I'm going to put a couple spots of the yellow vanilla or that vanilla ice cream. I'm going to just drop it. You know how you drop it in the paint? Kind of sort of mixed paints.
Black eye here.
I'm going to use my my little dotting.
Is it chilly here now?
It gets chilly in here. Remember, I keep my door shut. Let's see. Let's go at it. No, these are going to be the yellow, pink, and white roses. This is my for my my flower journal. A lot of the backgrounds that I'm making are from my journal. Oh, that's pretty. Oh. Y'all see the flowers? They're not technically roses, but they can pass for it. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I love that.
I have my little lap dog on my lap.
Okay, crafting with you, going to alert mode. Okay, Kara. Think good heart. Wow. She got a lot of the pages, or a lot of the auction stuff. I hadn't seen her in a while. I'll tell you how this turns out, guys. Cross your fingers that it turns out right. I'm gonna be using this as a filler page for the journal. What? Oh, that's pretty. Once it dries, I can actually do a little bit of like a pink spray. That's pretty. Looks like a big bunch of roses in a rose bush. Y'all just seen me wipe my nose. I know. I probably got paint on me again.
Don't red on your nose.
Do I?
No.
Jokester. Are you done painting?
For a minute.
You need to clean out that brush.
Okay.
Oh, Cooper's waiting you down. Wow, these are going to be so
Cooper
pretty
said,
when
I
I
had
get them
seen you
together.
a little time.
When I get the book together. Oh, let's do another piece here. So like I said, if y'all got anything having to do with spring and flowers and that sort of thing, butterflies, I am putting a journal together, and when I get it done, it won't be done anytime soon. It will not be done before this next auction. Not at all.
See them green books right there?
Yeah, I know. That's where I'm going to pull from. And then where did I put it? Those images that you got for me.
You can use those things right there too.
Yeah, I plan on it. There's a lot of things that's going to go in this flower journal, and I believe Miss Janie Renteria, or I got to practice her last name, but she's going to be sending me some napkins that have flowers on it. So, ladies, if you got any napkins that have flowers, some real pretty flowers on them, send them my way, because I'm going to be using them soon. Very, very soon. And I would love to have some different varieties.
Now you got a shirt on. You get my shirt on.
Oh, Cooper's so cute. I'm going to have pages everywhere, probably streaming into the living room. Huh. Okay, I'm going to use, let's go with our vanilla, and we'll do a background, and we will pick up the rest of this paint that's left. Hey, Ray! Ray's in here. Won't you say hi? He's waving over here. And so we're going to pick the rest of these up and see what happens. We're going to use a piece of white to pick that up. Oh, I should have got that other stencil and put it on top of that, but it wouldn't have come through. So, Janie is such a sweetie. Yeah, she is. She is. There are so many beautiful, wonderful people out here that have helped me so much in this last year, guys. It's coming up, I believe. I will be having my anniversary on YouTube very soon. I have to go back and I'll have to look when my first video was posted. I can't remember, but I know it was sometime in April, I believe. Maybe in May. I'm not exactly sure. Where's Coop? Let me see if I can get the camera turned. Right there. He loves his daddy.
It wants to be in my lap, so I got it contained.
He loves his daddy. He's a daddy's boy when he comes home.
You should go Cooper.
Oh, you need to come by and visit Cooper, Ray. Come by tomorrow. Sometime. I got an appointment on next Thursday, so I'll be busy then. But you need to come by and see your pup. Oh man, look at that. That is gorgeous. Look at that. It pulled up all that color and that background color, and I can't wait to start this. I just got to get all my papers ready and all my images and things. Oh my gosh, I can't wait, guys. I'm excited about this one. The cookbook is on hold because I've got some more things that I've got to do for that. So I am going to be working on set. I put some wicks together. I finished 2 of them. I finally got them off. I got Sandy's journal done. I also got, believe it or not, I finally from Danina's scavenger hunt, I finally got Laura's done, and it's been shipped. And those 2 big ones are finally done. I can quit worrying about that, and here I am. I have been just a big old lazy daisy here lately. Very big lazy daisy. Okay.
Okay, good. You done?
Let's try some browns. Let's do some fall-ish stuff. I think I still have some from a previous jelly printing session of the fall stuff, but I want to make some real pretty stuff. Yeah, it did look like sales, didn't it? Okay, there's brown, orange. We need some red. Just a touch of red, just barely. And that red will take over big time. All right, let's see what'll come out. Are you gonna do any more, baby? No. You not doing any more? Did you have fun?
I have no fun. Everything's good.
Where's my leaves at? I wanted to do some leaves, and I think I
this is supposed to be in the.
No, that goes in the lace in the trim box. It's getting to be very full. That's my eyelash trim stuff. That's all I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I've used quite a bit.
A lot.
Those are just little bits and pieces. I've used quite a bit of eyelash trim in the last little bit.
You will get back in my lap. Come on. Come on.
I guess I'll make my own impressions with the brayer. Almost
Wow.
looks like feathers. You'll see. Look how pretty that is. This will be like a very pretty fall like thing. And you can use your brayer for making marks as well, not just to roll the paper. You guys went to Myrtle Beach? Oh, Ray said, that's only what is up with our dino crew. We can't get to level 3. So, yeah, I know. I haven't been able to play. I've leveled up a few times.
Level 3.
Yeah. We can't get into the level 3 canisters. Every time that we get very close to the level 3 canisters, that starts over, remember?
We had level 3.
We did?
Not last week, the week before. People would stop trying playing the game.
Yeah, they haven't. They've quit.
Like
I mean, I have not quit. I just don't have time. I sleep a lot lately. My body is just is tired. Look at how pretty that is. That almost looks like feathers, guys. Like a bird's feather. They went to Myrtle Beach this last weekend. Why didn't you post pictures? And why didn't you bring me then? Shame on you for not bringing me to the beach. Joy was in Myrtle Beach, I believe. You guys should have. Oh, give me that. That's what I was gonna. That's one of the texture things I was gonna do. Give me that. You wanna play with that? I can cut a piece off. Give me that.
Where'd you get this?
You found it. It was in a box. Oh, I've got paint on my shirt. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna cut a piece of this off. This is
Wow.
cool. I don't want to use all of it. See? It's a rubber stamp. I don't know where or what it's for, but it's a really cool stamp thing. Good texture. I got a lot of DNA when we went to the beach and I need money to level up my dinos. I do too, Ray. I mean, I've got probably, what, 19 dinosaurs that need to be leveled up, and I just don't have the money.
Got 31. And
if you guys are wondering what the heck we're talking about, we play a game called Jurassic World, and Ray is in our alliance, and it's a where you get up and walk around, sort of like Pokemon Go, and that's the game that we're playing. If that's y'all are wondering, we are in no way affiliated or sponsored or being told to talk about it. It's just a game that we play online. Do they have any? Since you were at the beach, Ray, did they have any like sea dinosaurs? Do they have anything like that? Because I've heard that they are going to be making some, but just didn't know if it was true or not. Do they have any out there next to the like lakes and oceans and stuff like that?
There is dinosaurs in the ocean. Probably not though.
No, not that I saw. Daggone it! I heard on the. A lot of people are asking in the forum if there's going to be any sea dinosaurs. Look at that. That's the ghost print. That's the second print from the original. Oh, my nose is itching. Oh, pollen. Pollen, you are not my friend. Excuse me, guys. It would be cool, though. Look at that. That almost looks like reeds. No, instead of feathers, it almost looks like reeds next to a pond. That is so cool. I'm loving these French guys. I love that purple one that it is. The green with the purple flowers. Oh, that is so pretty. All right, now. Let's just put the rest of this paint on there. We're going to use a piece of something that he found that has it almost looks like cardboard, looks like grooves. So we're going to play with this. Let's see. What can we do? Let's do some brown. Light brown. And let's do some yellow. Yes, it is. It's just coffee and sugar. Never seen it before. James Lee got it.
What?
Coffee. Ray was asking if this was coffee. Okay, and just a touch of red. You found a whole case of it. Not even opened. It's really good.
Uber style.
All right, now. Hopefully I don't make mud. Oh, that looks like a real pretty burnt orange. I really like the way that's turning out. All right, now let's play with this. Oh, you should see our garden, Ray. We've got pumpkins that from Halloween where we tossed out the seeds in our old garden. They actually sprouted, so we've got about 5 or 6 pumpkin things sprouting. So we're going to have pumpkins this year. We've got sage. We've got more basil for me. We've got broccoli. We've got Brussels sprouts. We've got 4 different types of tomatoes. We've got cucumbers. We've got 3 or 4 different type of peppers. And it's going to just be awesome. Let's see what this looks like. I can't wait. We've got it where we planted the garden this year. Grass is already starting to sprout up, and we transplanted some of the top dirt from the. Yes, we did. We did go, but we also got some from Kroger's. We've got some from Home Depot. We've got some from the Growers Outlet. We've got some from all over the place this time. We had 4 bags of the Miracle Grow, and we put it out, and it's just taken off. But like I was saying before, the topsoil that we took from the yard, we put out in our front yard, and I transplanted it, and it's actually growing. And so I couldn't believe it. Really cool. We have put a little bit of money into our garden this year. We are trying new things because there are some plants that we have not experienced growing before. So it's a new one on us to play with. Yeah, they have sent me to an OB for further testing because of my previous stuff that was going on. They sent me to an OB, and I have to get the same files and information transferred from that doctor's office to the new one, to the Loganville OB. And so that appointment is on next Thursday. Yep. So that's one that I'm not looking forward to because I don't know what they're going to want to do. So it's a more nerve-wracking one because if they do what I think they're going to do, that's going to hurt like a son of a gun.
So.
Oh yeah, that is kind of like.
It's going to be better in 6 weeks.
I hope not. I would lose a lot of cracking. I would be down and out. Oh, we already got this planned out. If I'm bedridden, I will have my table in my room, my lap table. I will craft even when I'm sitting there. All right, let's see what this looks like. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's cool. You can barely see it, but there's some images in the background I can use as a background. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I do not know. That's what I'm scared of. Last time they did a cone biopsy, which hurt worse than a surgery. And when they did the surgery, finally, they put me under, and I had such a bad reaction to the morphine that they put me under with. I woke up and I had a big old scratch right across my chest, starting from my throat all the way down to the top of my breast right here. And apparently I'm allergic to it, and they didn't know that then. So I can't have morphine at all. And that pain was just really, really, really painful. And I was down for a little bit there. But the cone biopsy, it hurt worse than the surgery itself. I can tell you that. I had that done. Laser cone on my cervix for precancerous cells when I was 17. Well, I had my very first one done when I was, let's see, I gave birth to Mia when I was 22. So a year before, like maybe 6 months before, I think I had it done. So I was 21 when I first had that done. And the doctor said, be careful, take care of yourself. And no more than 6 months later, I popped up pregnant. But I would not change that for the world because my children are my precious jewels. My eyes are my angels. And I would not change that for the life of me. Even though I had the hardest pregnancies, both of them, I would not change that for the world. They're my little angels. Not change it for the world. I get to talk to them once every weekend for 30 minutes, and I wait. I literally wait for them to call me. And my son, he is the biggest goofball. He is the biggest goofball I ever seen. He's just like me when it comes to, you know how funny I am, how I like to goof off. He's just like me. Now my daughter, she loves art. So guys, she takes after me. She loves to draw. She's into anime, and I have a two more art pieces that I have to do for them. I have to hand draw Lucario, the Pokemon, and I have to have a really good picture of that, and it has to be I got to put it on an 8x10. I got to draw that one out, and then I've got to do a what is it? Did he say? What was it? A clone trooper / battle trooper droid with phase 1 written out next to the side of it. So those two are the ones that I've got to do next. No, not 17. I think I was 20. Damn, I can't hardly remember. Hey, is my Emily moments rubbing off on you, Ray? Are you getting a lot of them lately? All right, now let's pull that up and see how pretty that turned out. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. I love that. Look at that, guys. Oh, looks like greenery, fern. The color is just not doing justice. Pepe. He's in the bathroom. He might be outside. He needs to stir the beans. Yeah, he's in the bathroom. Hang on a minute, guys. I gotta go stir my pot of beans. I'll be right back. Oh, he has littered the floor with his artwork. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Woo! Oh, that smells so good. When you get done in there, can you put out the onion and drop it in the pot? Oh, that smells so good, guys. Y'all have no idea. If y'all don't know the smell of home cooked pot of pintos, oh, y'all are missing it. Big chunks of ham in there. Wow. Yeah, I get excited each weekend. I clear my schedule for Saturday and Sundays because I never know when my babies are going to call. I never know, so I clear it out and I make sure I know what time they're calling, and I wait at least 2 hours prior to them calling. I get myself ready. I'm in I take my calls in my craft room where they see all the pretties and all the things that people have sent me and all the stuff on the wall. It's just, they love it. They ask me what I've done and what I've been doing, and I get to show them some of it, but I don't show them all of it. But they know that Mommy Arts. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? Almost looks like a tree. That is so cool. I love that. Even got a little bit of shimmer from the last one. These images are going to go really, really well in this flower journal. Really, really well. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I have a proposition for you guys. Now, there are a lot of people that are doing all kinds of different styles of journals. And I am looking for a different, you know, style. Say some people are doing vagabond journals. Some of them are doing fairies and mermaids and stuff like that. Now, what I am looking for from you guys, I want some ideas. So at the end of the stream, don't put them in here now because yeah. Put them in the comments below after the stream. I am looking for a different theme to do a journal with, and I want it to be creative. I want it to show different genres of things, but I want it to be very creative. So give me some ideas of what you guys think would make a really, really nice journal. And its components and how to do it. I mean, I've got the Coptic stitch down. I just have not got it to where I'm not fumbling with it. So when I finally get to the point to where I can make a video, you all will see the Coptic stitch done. And it's fair. It's a lot. It's really easy. A lot of people make it out to be very, very hard and complicated, but it's not. It's not at all. I was scared to do this. And when I first seen it, my eyes bugged out of my head, and I didn't know how to do it. So the Coptic stitch is not that hard to do. So be on the lookout for a tutorial on how to do the Coptic stitch in the next little bit. So I've actually been asked about that. So yeah. I found out about a new kind of called a do-si-do. Oh, I've heard of that. Who was it? Is it Rose or who is it that does the do-si-do? I just watched that. Oh, I've been studying up on a lot of newer styles. What? Who was it? Who does it? Was it Rose that does it? Tanya McGuire. Yes, yes, I remember. Yeah. Oh, it's a crafter by the name of Tanya McGuire, baby. Yes, that's probably where I seen it at. Like I said, I try and stay up to speed on what everybody's doing. And I just recently got my hands on a nice little bit of the vanilla file folders. They've been written on and stuff, but I just got my hands on some, and I'm gonna do an art project with them and maybe do a journal. And so I'm still looking. You need a jelly plate? Huh. Don't they sell them? The jelly arts, they're pretty inexpensive. They're like, what, 20 bucks? Have you seen the round ones? No. Round what? Oh, the round jelly plates? I have seen them, but I don't know where to find them. I've seen them, though. Still getting prints from that. Not as vibrant as I want it, but it's still there. I may have to break down and clean this, but you know, sometimes the aftermath of some images make for the best backgrounds. Ooh. Dino skin. Yeah, that does, don't it? Let's see, what is this? Pure gold. Let's do this one in darker colors. Maybe that will pull. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of a black. Just light, not a lot of black. Hey, Zoe. How you doing, sweetheart? Let's see. Where's my silver? No, that's pewter. Ooh, that'd be pretty on that. That's a pewter gray. And let's do, no, that's King's Gold. That's very, very similar to gold. just a touch, just a slight touch of red. Not a lot. All right, now let's try and pull. There it is. Dog. How's it looking, babe?
What?
Beans.
Huh?
The beans.
Not done.
I know. That's why you add that in. Sorry, guys. I got to get a couple of things out of here that I need. There it is. Well, no, that's not it, but I can use it. Like to get it on there before the darn thing dries. Oh, some of my favorites. Some more texture stuff. I have a boyfriend that lives, what? That lives in Woodstock, Georgia. Oh, Woodstock.
I'll feel better.
Don't know if this will hold, but I think a really pretty background. All right, now we got that.
Finally got to cry.
You finally got to cry. Oh, the onions. Be careful when doing this. This is a piece of metal that I've just twisted up into a thing. Remember when using a jelly plate, it's very sensitive to sharp things.
Oh. I think I got some of this stuff out my teardrop.
Teared up.
Yeah. I ain't cried in like 2 months, 3 months.
Oh, on purpose. I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out because
I've been making myself try to cry.
Just stick your eye open in the shower. It'll do it.
Nope. Didn't do it. I already did it.
Really?
Yep.
We need to get you some more eye drops since you can't find them.
Ball of water in my eyeball.
He's from Massachusetts. Oh. All right, let's see what this is going to look like, ladies and gents. We've got different type of textures on this one. Let's see what it turns out to look like. Zoe, all I'm asking is that you don't put your heart out on your sleeve like you do. Please be careful.
You got a boyfriend?
Yeah, Zoe's got a boyfriend.
Does anything, kick him in the balls.
Yeah, what James Lee said. If he does anything, kick him in the balls.
Guarantee it worked.
He won't be putting the movies on you no more.
Wear some high heels too, because it's got nice and sharp.
Zoe don't wear high heels. All right, let's see what it looks like, ladies. Oh, that's pretty neat. Look at that. Instant mixed media background. No, that would hurt just looking at.
That will really hurt. I had a little girl. I was like 8 years old when that happened. It hurt so bad. I wasn't making myself cry.
She said, I'm taller than him. If I wore high heels, I'd be way taller than him. That's sort of like me and James Lee. He's only 5'5". I'm 5'6.5". I'm 1.5 taller than he is.
You're not a 1.5. You're an inch and a half.
Or inch and a half, sorry.
Crazy.
Sorry. My bad. I never said I could read a ruler. Never could, never have.
Uh-huh.
So that'd be kind of a cool mixed media thing. And it pulled up a lot of that back color off. So those images are still on there. So I'm going to put down another thing there, and let's try a semi darker color. So let's try the like a pretty blue, and maybe, just maybe, we might be able to pull.
Look how crazy that box is to fold.
Oh shit! The mailbox packaging center. Oh, cool. That'll come in handy for the auctions.
You see how many ways it folds?
Yeah.
I got another
Those
one
are
too.
neat. I'm kind of glad you found those because those are small enough to fit some of the
Mine's
pieces.
not the coolest ones. What jacket? I'll show you the coolest.
All right. Now, that's clean, and we're just going to lightly put this on here.
This is the coolest one.
Okay, it's 6:41. Who goes on tonight, ladies? That way I don't run over top of them. Oh, wow.
It's got a dome over it.
Oh, cool.
And then it has.
There's a piece that I'm wanting to make from the frames there. Remember what I was cutting up the other day?
Made by Turtle. Turtle.
Oh, that is cool. And plus, Ray gave me a box that has those little things like
Not that.
they look like big old eggshells.
Not that.
I can use that. No.
There's got an eggshell inside it that's made into it.
Oh, that's neat. Have you ever printed on fabric using a jelly plate? Yes, I have. Y'all want to see me do that? I've got some material that my mother brought from Tennessee, a whole box of it, guys. So you all will actually see quite a few kits made with some of the materials that my mother brought to me back when she made dolls. So I have a whole tote of it sitting over here on the floor, just waiting to be put in kits. And I've already put 10 kits together. I will look through. Actually, I think I've got some white over there on my other shelf. So I will go get a piece real quick after I get done pulling this, and I'll clean this up because I don't want any residual paint on it. Now, acrylic paint you'll have to seal on there if you want to keep it on there. All right, that didn't really pull off of it, so that's counted as a waste, but it does have a little bit of the image on there left. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up, and then I will go and find some material that I can print on to show you that this actually does work. I have done it before. And baby wipes are your best friend for a jelly plate. Those of you who do not know how to clean these.
Dry and wet.
The
wet one where it's off, and then the dry one to get the moist off.
Yeah. Or you can just let it air dry.
Keep washing it with a wet rag. It's gonna stay moist.
Well, I've got to get this paint off. I haven't cleaned it since I started. And don't throw your baby wipes away. Let them dry. Because after that, if you look at that, you can still reuse that. These make awesome baby wipe flavors. I have a whole bag of these sitting somewhere that I've saved.
You can cut it with a die cutter.
Yeah, you can. If they're hard enough, you can cut baby wipes with your die cutter.
Yeah, paper I got.
What? Steno paper? Is that what that is? Or is that graph paper?
Graph paper.
Is it? Oh, you are bad. What am I going to be using for that?
Got another old book.
I'm going to be copy staining that stuff. All right. Now I'm going to go over and look into my material stash over there, and I will find me a piece to print on. Ooh.
First one was made in 59.
All right, babe, you're going to come over here and get your prints up. I don't want to mess them up.
Look.
Awesome. Get your.
You know who that is?
That's Nixon. I believe it's Nixon. Just a glance. Is it Nixon?
Yeah, is that
Is
lady?
it Nixon?
No.
Sorry, guys. Hang on a minute.
It wasn't Nixon. It was part of the family.
Let me see.
Who's the family died all together?
Kennedy.
The
Oh, that
Kennedy.
might be the Kennedy.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for something. Yeah, that's John F. Kennedy.
Yeah. I thought he was one of the famous. All of them was famous, wasn't
Yeah, a lot of the Kennedys were.
Is this a book about his life?
I'm not sure.
There's a lot of pictures of the family. Everybody.
This would actually go good because this is a fat quarter that has daisies on it. But I'm only going to take a small portion of this. I believe I got this in one of Stacy's auctions. So we're going to print on top of this. It's daisies, so I can use it in my book. And so I'm just going to cut a small piece out. That way I don't cut too big. So I'm cutting about maybe
What about the whole family?
4 inches. Yeah, 4 inches from this. And I will show you that this can be printed on. All right. I'm going to use the opposite side, not the printed side. That way I can use this as a... Yes, the screen is actually really clear because one of my beautiful Jules has sent me a new webcam, and it is so much clearer. But the only way I can stream from it is when James Lee is home from work. All right, so this is a piece of regular material. It's a piece of a fat quarter. It was luck that I ran across that. Now I'm going to use a real light color to match. I'm going to use some yellow. How about we use some red? Oh, that's too much.
What'd you do with that bag?
What bag?
This was in?
There was no bag. Let's do some pink. Saw that last night. That was really nice of her. Yeah. You would not believe the generosity of some of my beautiful jewels. I'm overwhelmed with a lot right now, and that was just a blessing right there. I'll tell you that. What is that? I didn't know it. Babe, I'm lying. I will look at it after. Are those cassette tapes? Of what?
I think music.
Tongue glang? I don't know.
I thought about just taking words out and making something.
All right, now I have a little foam or cork stamp that I've made from a cork and glued it to cork. And so I'm going to do some stamping. Maybe it'll work and show up. Maybe not. But for all of those who are watching, now's the time to find out. I am live, honey. I will look at it when I get offline. Are those marbles?
There's cat eyes.
Let me see. No, those aren't cat eyes. Those are not cat eyes. Is that a whole bag of them? Or just 4 of them? I gotta get this down for it dries. All right, so now
You're doing.
this is an experiment that one of my aunts have asked me to do.
Yeah, I do that too to her.
Yeah, he challenges me. He gives me challenges, and some of the ideas that he gives me I use and I teach you guys.
That's good.
Believe it or not, I have a few videos that I'm planning using CDs, old cut up CDs and CDs. So be watching my my videos. Hey, come on in the line. Just be watching for those videos to come up shortly. All right. All right. Now, Cam, are you watching? Are you still here? We're gonna see what happens when we pull this up. Oh, she's here. All right. So let's pull. Let's see what happens. There you go. Proof's in the pudding, ladies. There you go. There's proof that you can jelly plate on fabric and it be good. There you go. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the rest of that paint that was left on the brush, or on the brayer. Oh, that's a lot of texture right there. I'm going to pull that. So the answer to your question, Kim, is yes, you can jelly print onto fabric. Did anybody answer my question? Is anybody going live tonight that we know of? That way I do not step on their toes. I'm going to have to get me a jelly plate now. Well, a lot of people call me what do they call me? An inhibitor? Initiator, an inhibitor. What is it that they call? What do they call me? Because I make them want to go out and play with all kinds of things. All right, now, so that didn't really pull up a lot, but it did pull up the texture from the fabric. See that? Enabler. Thank you, Miss Sherry. Thank you, enabler. Now, Ray, whenever I go out shopping with her, she'll look at me and she'll show me something, and I'll sit there and I'll do the dance because she knows when I'm really tight and on a budget, she'll show me something and it'll get thrown in the buggy, and I'll look at her. I said, "Thanks a lot." Oh, my nose, my allergies, guys. I swear, I think I'm gonna rub my nose off. I look like Rudolph right now. So yeah, I'm a big enabler because as I said, in the next just keep an eye on my videos, because in the next few videos I am going to be telling you to save your old DVDs and CDs, because I'm going to show you how to make something really neat with that. Couple projects with that. So if you've got some of them old DVDs or CDs that you don't listen to anymore, you better start putting them in a pile, because you're going to need them in the next few weeks. All right, now let's see. Let's find us another stencil to play with this one, because that is too pretty to just be left by itself. Come on. Every one of my stencils have just fallen out of my book. Really? All right. Oh, that one's bent. Oh, I love this one. I don't want it to be messed up. Remember, guys, if you're using a stencil, please make sure that you clean up your stencil that day, because if you don't, you're going to have paint stuck to your stencils. Stacy's on tonight. What time, though? That way I'm not stepping on her toes. What time does she go on tonight? Is she in a Patreon class, or is it public? Oh. Let's see what this looks like, ladies. Oh, that is so cool, guys. Look at. It's her 101. Oh, then it's public. Good. I'll get to watch that. I don't know. I usually get, when everything gets settled down, I'm usually on about 10:30. Oh, Aunt Beck just, is she on? I don't know. Aunt Beck just came on. I don't know. I have to turn my notifications down, but that's all right. That's okay. Let's put this here and roll that. That way we get an image transfer from that. Let's see what that looks like, and maybe we can salvage that. Yeah, Aunt Beck just came live, I believe. Oh, you got it? Good. I was just talking about that today. Oh, that is so cool. Gonna get a couple of really, really cool images from that. Look at that. Oh, I'm gonna love using these prints. This turned out so lovely. That's weird. Every time I say somebody's name or I'm thinking about somebody real hard, it's just like they pop in. I need to start doing that more often then. All right. Who haven't I seen in a while? Let's see. Let's see if they'll come in. Let's see. For all you guys that are hiding. Let's check. She's not doing. Oh yeah, I read that. She said she's just overwhelmed. Able to do nothing. Husband had surgery. Now I'm nursing again. Oh. Well, I got yours sent to you. Who else have I seen in a while? I'm gonna say Miss Helen. I'm thinking about Miss Helen. Helen, are you here? Are you watching? Did you get your results back from the doctor yet, Emily? Yes, I have. They are sending me. They referred me to an OB, and my appointment there is next Thursday. They wanted to send me for further testing. That one didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to, but can use portions from that to make a really cool tag or ATC background or something like that. Really like that. That's really pretty. I love the colors, how they're turning out. Very, very fall, but spring at the same time. Now I'm going to put some lighter colors in here to draw out some of this color. I do too. But I just don't know how much all this is going to cost me. I know that this doctor's appointment is going to cost me near $200. I can tell you that right now. And that's about how much I have left, because there was a couple bills that we needed to pay that I needed to use some of the money that we raised from the last time that had to be paid, and we had to use that. And I have enough money to cover that doctor's appointment, but after that, I'm worried because don't know when the next appointment after that's going to be, and I don't know how much it's going to cost me since I have no insurance. And so I'm hoping that I can get the auction stuff made, because I've been very lethargic here lately and haven't been able to do anything. So I'm hoping that I can get some product out to you guys and get the originals made. Now, I don't have a lot of vintage buttons left, and so may not see any this time. I haven't been able to run across any because I haven't been able to go out much, not for any estate sales or anything. I just haven't had the money to go. I haven't been on YouTube or Facebook. I feel lost without my craft family. I have too. You have no idea. I have been through so much depression in the last week or so since the darn YouTube change. I've just been so down on my luck, and I have so many ideas. It's just getting off my keister to get those ideas out. And the last few days, I did some material snippet rolls, but in a very different way. I worked on that, and I did some coffee stain paper, and I'm going to be making some more papers after I get done with the papers here, and I'm going to be doing that. It's just I've been depressed because every time I try so hard to keep my subscribers up, and they just ditch me like yesterday's trash, you know. Oh, that's neat. And I'm trying to keep it up, and get content out, but it's just so hard getting out there, getting up, and getting it recorded because I don't have a nice what's it called app. That's very steampunkish, grungy. I like that. That turned out really pretty. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna try and get some content out to you guys, even though I don't stream as much now. A lot of my supporters, subscribers, they'll say I'm supporting you, but then you check back 2 days later and you're not even in their channels list, and I delete them. If you are not subscribed to me and I'm supporting you and I watch your videos and I comment and you're not, you're gone. I mean, a lot of the new channels, they're really interesting channels, but leave me a comment, do something, let me know that you're supporting me, because if you're not, then why am I supporting you when you're not supporting me? I love all of my supporters and everybody that watches, but it just becomes ridiculous that you're supporting all these other people and they're not even paying attention to you. It's like you don't exist. Oh, come on. Get out of there. Oh, my nose is running. Because I'm trying so hard. I try very, very hard to help everybody. And I praise everybody. I tell everybody about other people's channels, but yet what recognition do I get? I get mud thrown in my face. I'm trying so hard, and every time that I lose, I have lost over 50 in this last few weeks, just from people saying, "Hey, I got you, I got your bell rung," just to see 2 days later that they're not even there, you know. And it's hard. It is hard work, because since YouTube has changed the rules, it's making people work so hard, and it feels like I'm in other people's streams pimping my channel out just to get subscribers, and it's hard. I mean, I feel like I'm imposing on people, and I don't want to feel that way. I do not want to feel that way at all. So I want to be able to do it on my own, but not have to beg people to say, "Hey." And I have just been in a very depressive state, because I feel like that I have to go in somebody's channel and help them get their subscribers up while you are getting false subscribers. It just burns my butt the way YouTube has done this, because a lot of people, they depend on the streaming from their phones and their mobiles, like me, because sometimes I do streams out on the road or do videos while I'm out on the road, and it feels like I've got to stop. I mean, I think that it's just ridiculous. It's hard work. I'm not even going to try. If I start videoing, I'm just going to get a webcam. You can do videos from your phone, download it, and then erase it. A lot of times that's what I do. Oh my gosh, my nose is running. Allergies are like in high rhythm right now. I think YouTube's making it to where you have to have certain kind of content to get certain type of viewers. I mean, some people don't have the capabilities to do what the big time people do. It's so hard. Oh wow, this is really cool. Look at that. Almost like snake scales. Oh, now we're gonna go over it and see if we can pull some of that shape back out with this that I've got left on the bread. And I know you guys have missed me, and there's a lot of people that come in and just watch and learn. And I'm so very happy that you do come in and support me in that. I really do. I'm just really happy with that. Over the moon. It's just so hard to keep people interested, you know? I'm still learning on the webcam. I'm still learning.
Do you sprinkle seeds out?
What?
Do you sprinkle grass seeds out?
No. Why? Is there fresh grass going in the front?
No, there's seeds in the yard.
Are they blue?
No, they're white.
What?
Weird.
No, I am lying.
It was weird.
Okay, I'm lying.
I know, I didn't do it.
He's wanting me to go out and see grass seed. I don't know. I didn't sprinkle no grass seed. He went back outside, Laura. He's in and out. All right, now let's see some straight up white. Pull. Get a, oh, there's paint all in that. Ah, look at that. Ugh. That's hard as a brick. I'm going to do a base of white. Oh, tab 7's on. Tab 7, if you guys have not heard of him, he is a very inspirational person. He's an older gentleman, but he is very, he brings messages to people and makes you stop and think. He is a very wonderful guy. And I believe Miss Lynn introduced me to this fella. And he is very inspirational. So if you guys don't know who Cab 7, spelled C-A-B, the number 7, go check him out. He's awesome. Now, let's see, what we got? What other colors can we play with? That's true. It's a soft black. I don't believe I haven't used that yet. Nope, I haven't. Let's see, we need to do some more springtime kind of colors. Let's do some pink. Yeah, the honeybee stencil or texture pad. Yeah. Ugh, I got another one I'm about to use right here. I don't use it very often. Let's see what other color. Oh, some of these colors are just. I got to read up on my grape purple because I use a lot of that, and it's the most vibrant purple that I have. Very popular on my craft table. Let's see how pretty that is. I love it when I can do that. Just mix all those colors and just looks like flowers. Oh, I so did not use that, but I'll use it on the next one. I wanted to use that, but I mixed those colors and they turned out so pretty.
Some kind of pollen or whatever, little white, little seed thing.
Oh, I know what it is.
What that is? Little white seed.
It's not seeds, it's pollen.
Baby.
It almost looks like woods. I think I could just use some green and just dot it on there and make it look like trees. Almost looks like a moon shining through trees. That's pretty cool. I love that. That is so pretty. You can see so many things through jelly prints. Something that you really normally wouldn't see. You know,
Where's Pete's pants?
Pete's pans are in underneath the shelf there. Look on the strainer, dear. You in a good mood, just singing. I can't remember who sent this little one to me. I really like it. It almost looks like a maze. I had to dig in my texture box because I cleaned up my crafter a little bit yesterday. Put everything up, but guess what? I can't find nothing now. Go figure, right? I put everything where it was supposed to go and some little bits here and there. Now I can't find nothing. When it's a mess, I can find everything. When it's clean, yeah, you gotta look when you're trying to find something. I think I stood in here for an hour. I emptied out, you know, those little tiny bottles of Aleene's Blue and the brown bottles. Yeah, I emptied out about 7 of those where I had them sitting upside down, draining down. I emptied about 7 of them. I had glue all over my hands from where it had drained down on my hands and put it into one of my big bottles. So now I only have 2 bottles of glue all combined. I got to get some more of the tacky glue. Oh, that's cool. It'll make a really nice background. Very Aztec, you know, Indian, you know, Egyptian, that kind of thing. Oops, sorry, my nose is itching again. Really pretty. Now we're going to do a top layer of well, let's do a little bit of a white, like a vanilla bean, you know, ice cream like I did before, just a little bit, just to pull that rest of that print up. That ought to be really cool. Like a ghost print type thing. Like I said, after I get done making these, I'm going to put some Happy Meal together, hopefully, with, you know, small things, something that'll fit in an envelope and can be sent out. And I'm going to pick a random person. Because I want to be able to still be involved in with you guys and be able to send out some things. Because I have a few stamps that I can play with. And I want you guys to feel like you are a part of the group and do participate. Oh, that's kind of cool. Very light. Has everybody quit chatting? Because the chat on my screen is like 0 to none. Uh-oh. I just put myself with a thumbs down. Holy crap. Why'd I do that for? Let's see. Is anybody? Yeah, the chat is still like standstill stop. Oh, that's too much yellow, but we'll make it work. Darn it. And don't be scared to play with colors. That's what makes your print really pretty. Oh, he did rinse that out for me. And this is a basting brush, which you can get at the Dollar Tree for $1. Just play with your textures. It's one of James Lee's favorite brushes. Yeah, they are pretty. Mama said I always had an eye for color. Kim, you need to get you one of these and get into paper crafting. Oh my goodness, you'll have so much fun doing this. Like I said, you'll go through a whole thing of paper before you're done. And don't just limit yourself to just typing paper. Go and find you a magazine. Go find you some construction paper. I mean, you can print anything that has a porous surface, you can print on it. Whoa, 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 don't do that. Whew. Play with your colors. Even if you think the colors don't match, you'd be surprised once you get them out and on the plate. Oh, no, you didn't. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, that. I'm going to have to hang a lot of these up because it's kind of a thicker paint. Yeah, they are so, so much fun. I'm surprised James Lee's not in here. He's outside playing in the garden and playing with Cooper. I just needed to get some stream time in because I missed everybody. And everybody missed me because they hadn't seen me in a hot minute. I don't get to stream during the day. If I do, then it's taking up a lot of data on my phone and it burns it up and it kills it. Only lasted 13 minutes yesterday with a full charged phone. So it kills out my phone when I do stream. I gotta hurry because when this paint dries, oh, I'm just rubbing the paint. When this paint dries, it's kind of hard to pull the print. Now, don't be scared to overlay some of your images because sometimes that's the best part is when they overlay. And this makes it look like there's roses and other things in there. I still haven't opened my jelly plate yet. Well, Laura, you need to. It's food. It's been a hot minute since I got to post my jelly plate because I didn't need the pages, but I need them now because I'm making a journal, and these are going to be the pages. I got one from a anonymous person, and I have set it down somewhere, and I don't remember where I set it down, and I've got to find it because it was brand new. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Okay, now we're going to use, I'm going to see what this does. My favorite all-time blue. If y'all ever send me any paint, my favorite blue is cobalt blue from the Anita's, or any type of cobalt blue. All-time favorite blue to use. Very bold and striking, but not too dark to cover what you're doing up. It's a good idea, like if you have like really light paint and you want it to show up, use a darker color in the background, which will pull that lighter color and make it stick to the dark, and it'll pull it. And same thing goes if you're using a dark color to jelly plate, use a lighter color as the background to go over top of it, and it will pull up the colors. I need to get it down before it dries. Oh. A lot of times it will clean your plate too. All right, now there was another texture you wanted me to do. You wanted me to use the roly. Just use a real pretty pale pink to do that. Go over top of that. Okay, where's the rollies? Where's the rollies? Did I cover it up? Yeah, I did. And you can get one of these little brushes at the Dollar Tree. That's where I got this at. And it's a textured rolly brush. I'm just going to do a little bit of all kinds of textures. See if it picks it up. Just to play with it. Just to play. So pretty. You don't have a jelly plate? You don't actually necessarily need a jelly plate. To be honest, you don't necessarily need one, and I'll show you right here in just a second. Since that actually is fairly clean. Let's move this. Let's do some experimenting. Okay, this is a glass plate. Let me give me just a second, and what I'll do, let me clean this up. Where did he put them? Cleaner uppers. I put my cleaner uppers. I'm gonna clean this glass plate up. What this is basically one of your microwave thing that you set your microwave on. I mean, it'll work for what you need to do with it. You can also use a piece of plexiglass. You can use a piece of transparency. You can use a piece of, let's see, what's the word? Saran wrap, transparency, that kind of thing. All right, where did I put that? Because I just cleaned my plate up right before the show. Where are my blades at? See, I clean and then boom, gone. All right, well, we can do it without it. All right, now, you don't need much paint. Trust me, you do not need much paint. Let's start out with my favorite color. Let's do some blue. Some blue. Let's roll that out. You got to work kind of quick because sometimes that paint does tend to dry. Now, let's use some white. Keep a towel handy. Now, let's use a color that makes those pop. Almost looks like an ocean. I don't do this very often. It's almost like smooshing. Now, we have that. Let's put some texture in there, just to be safe. All right, see, we have texture. Now, let's put some paper down. I'm going to show you what this does. Make sure you kind of rub it down. You don't necessarily have to have a jelly plate, but they are nice. But this is a good way to do it if you don't have one. I first started out doing this when I didn't have one. It was a blessing when I finally got one from an anonymous person. Now let's pull. Whoop. See? Glass plate. There you go. Look at that. You do not need a jelly plate per se. All you need is a piece of glass, plexiglass, saran wrap, anything that has a glass or a slick surface. You can do this. There's proof in the pudding right there that you don't necessarily need a jelly plate. What do you think, Sherry? Anybody that does not have a jelly plate, you can do this. Just you got to have quite a bit of time to clean it up. All right. I'm using regular typing paper. This is just regular plain Jane. You can buy it at Walmart in a big pack, $5. Now you gotta move fast when that first one is picked because that paint will start to dry rather quickly. Now I'm going to spray this. Blend that a little bit, and I'm going to pull what I can off of here, and then I'm going to clean it. What I just sprayed was just regular water. So guys, contrary to popular belief, you don't necessarily need a jelly plate. You can do it without it. As you just seen, I just did. Look at that. Ghost print. Just a little bit of paint, spread out. When it's dried, spray a little water on it, roll it out, then boom, you got your print. Maybe a little bit damp, but it's even got a little bit of a sparkle to it. What did I put on there? Oh, I put the metallic. That's why. All right, now let's make some white. You gotta move quick. I'm sitting here. It'll dry. In the beginning, I'm still a frugal crafter, but in the very beginning, I didn't have a lot of supplies, guys. You don't have to have the top-notch things in the world. Be frugal. Use what you have. You don't even have to have a brayer. See, now that is dried up. Let me see if I can restore that. See, like I said, you have to move fast when it comes to on a glass mat, because it will tend to dry very quickly. That's the only problem. Now, with the homemade jelly plates, there are recipes. Now, Stacy has a homemade recipe for a jelly plate. If you look under Stacy Evans, if you don't know who she is, go check out Stacy Evans, Pink Poodle Playground. She has a recipe for a homemade jelly plate, so it's rather simple. I've never made one. But she has a really simple recipe that you can follow, and if one of my moderators could put in Stacy's link, you could find a really nice way of making a jelly plate for cheap and homemade. I have quite a few in here, but we got Ray and we got Laura in here. I probably got some in the background that's watching, keeping an eye on everything. But yeah, that's how you do it. Get her done. That's how you do jelly plating without the jelly plate. Like I said, just keep a towel handy. Baby wipes are awesome when it comes to picking up messes like this. I'll have to take a picture and redo my photo. Maybe. I don't know. All right. See that? You can save that and make real pretty baby white flowers from this. Beautiful colors that come off of it. Now there are, I don't know, did anybody put Stacy's link in there for me? Anybody searching for it for me? So yeah, you can jelly plate without the jelly plate. All you need is a glass mat. Easy cleanup if you got the supplies to clean it up. See, voila. Tried to get it, but it wouldn't let me. What? That's weird. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can get this. Let's see. Susie Evans. My phone has got a mind of its own and literally types in what it wants. What it wants to. Coffee Outdoors, stopping in to say hello, hit your thumbs up for you. Oh, thank you, Coffee Outdoors. That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming in and supporting. I found Carrie and PJ's one that I'm trying to. Lynn, I found your where you're playing with a jelly plate. It brings it up. Let's see, it's bringing me up. Come on. Make sure you come back and watch the replay. You might learn something. Learn some art and farting, really. Let's see, what would it be under? Maybe I can find it through there. Aha, there it is. There it is. Hang on, guys. I will be posting a link very, very shortly with the link to Stacy's how to make a jelly plate. So give me just a second and I will post it for you. I'm using my phone to post it for you. This is what you need to look for. I don't know if it'll bring it up. Yeah, it's blurry. It says DIY, make your own permanent jelly plate with household items. So that's what you need to look for whenever you look for this. But I'm going to put Stacy's link in the chat, and then after this has been posted, I'm going to go into my studio and I will post Stacy's link on how to make this jelly plate from homemade items. So let me get back to my my channel and I will post that link for you guys. That way you all will have an idea on how to make her her jelly plate. So give me just a second. Let's see. All right, there it goes. It's in chat. Y'all should see it coming up here in just a second. There you go. And as I said, after the stream has been posted on YouTube, what I'll do is I will paste that link into the description box. That way you guys can go back and see how to make one of those and maybe make one of your own for your house. That way you don't have to go out and buy one from the store. Okay, I need to clean this. So how many of you guys had fun and learned a little? Oh, thank you, Laura. So, Laura, what was your favorite page in the scavenger hunt book? Kind of curious. Well, hopefully, you do a video where people can see it finished. Finite. Oh boy, there's a piece of glitter. Somehow it's on my glass mat. I got a lot of stencil cleaning and cleanup to do tonight. So, today's activities, you learned how to use a jelly plate, learned how to mix a few colors and how to use your brayer to make designs. You learned how to use a stencil and different ways to do it. You learned how to use your glass mat as a jelly plate. And you learned how to just relax and have fun. With a little bit of comedy and a little story in the mix. I don't know if I like these baby wipes though, but I can't be free because the lady gave them to me and they were dried out. All I did was just put a little water in them to rejuvenate them. I love the teapots and the envelopes and the fabric page. Aw, thank you. Those were the last. The fabric page was one of the last ones that I did, and I made sure to put a few snippets of Lizzie's lace in there for you. That way you can use it. And the moons, yes. Make sure you do a video because I will forget. I will forget that thing. And that was actually one of the things that I had a hard time letting go because that was something that I really worked hard on and I worked a long time on. I didn't do a video of it. I was trying to get it to you as soon as possible. Just use your phone, Laura. Set it in a tripod or a doodad that I've got mine in, and just do it like you normally do. You don't have to be perfect. I just won't see it again. And I'll pin it that way I can go back and look at it for future references. I have it here and I just keep looking at it. Well, I tried to add some things that you could use in there, like your God's Eye. And that was, I believe, the yarn or string prompt. And I told you that I had you one in there. I remember saying that I had you one in there. I believe we made that one online, and I put that one in there saying that I was going to put it in there for you. I tried to make it where you could take things out and look at it and use some of the ephemera and things that I put in there for you. The angels, yes, I love the God's Eye. Oh. Oh. Yeah, the one that I made, the journal that I made for Sandy or Susan, I don't know what she goes by, but the one that I made for her, I mean, it took 4 months, more than 4 months to work on that one. That one was the commission journal that I did, the eclectic journal, and hopefully I think her granddaughter's going to help her do a video on Facebook of it. I need to tell her she needs to go live in the group. That way everybody can see it finished. I won't be doing another commissioned one for a little bit unless you tell me and you give me time to do it. Wow, my jelly plate's really been through heck and back because it's got marks all in it. It's not the smooth texture anymore. It's got a texture to it. Yeah. Ain't no way of getting that out. It's probably from my brayer digging into it. There's little tiny pock marks in it. Yeah, it looks like a. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the camera up that way you guys can see. Uh-oh, it might fall. It might fall. Oh, there we go. See my beauty mark here. So, I hope you guys had fun. I'm gonna set some of these apart. That way they'll dry. I've got a little hanger that I'm gonna hang these up on, the ones that are thick. They need time to dry. Oh, right. You wouldn't believe how long it took me to get those. I had to look. Oh, well, there's another. I need to set these to the side and get my stencils in a bucket of water or rinse them off with some hot water. It took me a while to get those. Now, there is one that's an actual playing card in there. It was a mini. If you'll look, you'll see it's a real playing card. The rest of them are printed, but I really like the way those turned out. Dang, guys. I've just been a little busy bee over here. So many pages. Oh, my goodness. Like I said, it will get away from you, and you won't realize you've done so many until your floor is literally covered with painty papers. Jelly plate. One of my favorites, I think. It's going to have to be. Uh-oh. No, don't stick. Oh. It's going to have to be the very first ones that I did, which is the gold black. Very pretty. I love that one. Oh, I can't wait to use these beautiful cards and things in my journal. Look, guys, I mean, I've got a lot of ammo now that I can use. Even James Lee's, that one is gorgeous. I love this. I might have to put this in a frame because that is absolutely gorgeous. I have to frame that and just have him sign that. What do you guys think? Ruby slippers, yes, that made me smile. While the whole book made me smile. Well, I'm glad it made you smile. Hopefully it uplifted you in some way and inspired you. Ah, so pretty, guys. We did good. So if you were playing along with me today, I hope that you made some work and you were able to share it. And if you are not a part of our group, ladies, I strongly suggest, well, ladies and gentlemen, since we do have some new subscribers that are gentlemen, I do hope that you come and join us and share your artwork, because you might think that your artwork sucks, but guess what? My peoples don't, because sometimes the worst artwork is the best artwork to other people. Think about that. Food for thought. Wow, we got so many beautiful pieces here. My second favorite one is going to have to be that one. Very pretty. Oh, and my flowers, my roses. And guys, if y'all don't have a jelly plate, invest. They are a lot of fun. Even if you don't have one, I just showed you a way to use your glass plate to jelly plate. So many gorgeous pages, even on envelopes that you can use for Happy Mail. Look at that. Oh, somebody's going to get one of these pretty envelopes in Happy Mail. So, yeah, this is gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. So, somebody needs to be watching their mailbox for one of these pretty envelopes. Wonder who that might be. I'm going to be randomly choosing. So, ladies, if you want a little piece of Happy Mail, make sure that your address is in our address file. That way, if someone so chooses to send you a Happy Mail, they know where you are. And just remember, guys, that profile, the Creative Jules family address file is private. Our group is private, so nobody is getting your address unless you are part of the Creative Jules by Emily group. Alright. This needs to go with this because it is part of that. Alright, so look at this, guys. This is not including the pages that James Lee did. Look at all those gorgeous prints. And I dare say that's a good 50 pages. Believe it or not. You will get lost in your jelly plates and you will use up a lot of paper. Now, this typing paper is not the only thing that you can use. You can use coffee filters, tissue paper, let's see, so many. You can use lace to make texture. You can use stamps. You can use like homemade texture tools like this. You can use the back end of a piece of a cork. Get you a soda pop bottle. You know, the ones that have the little ridges on it. You can use that to make stamps. This right here is one of my favorite ones, and it's just a piece of wire coiled up into a spiral. So the sky's the limit on any kind of tools that you want to use for your jelly plating or in stamping, and you can use it. So I hope you guys had fun. Remember, if you are not subscribed to this channel and you enjoyed today, please hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up and hit that bell icon down there. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining me today. Hopefully I inspired at least one of you guys to get out there and create and share your artwork. And as I said, if you are not a part of our Creative Jules by Emily group on Facebook, please hit us up, send that friend request. So anyway, guys, remember I'm going to be doing a auction on May 3rd at 5 o'clock. So please hit me up and send your friends. Make sure they're subscribed to the channel and a part of our Creative Jules by Emily group. So I think that's all for tonight. I love you all. God bless you all. And I will see you guys on the next broadcast or when I load up my next video. So love you all. God bless. I will see you guys later. Bye.